Fort TV ikara osemerirwe.
Fort TV ikara osemerirwe kiro cha katano tulio tumalira weekend tulemu so kwanija kuhereza amakuru agataligamu na gamu nukuhanda haka za kwatugenda mtogwetu ndikubaza ensonga stalizimu na zumu ozinya kubero mkichwe kachetu kino cha toro nensi yone tinkugama ntuwebala muno kusango cha la Fort TV nyecha kaleno namberole hona nambe kuturoro konga katuheza Fort TV na Fort Radio ekyokora cha amana muno nyecha kaleno bekani kitugara mamani kinkugama kirikimu genda mkutugwa wogo soko nofuna the Fort TV app genda YouTube channel yao ja kuonora Fort TV genda Facebook ja kuonofuna Fort TV ni mkura etalie mnemu nyachakaleni ngoza kusima na mbero kuturora hona wagazveita wanyakulia heru ihangalino ile igana ne mbireme milioni mkwa kurora anti mwatwara ihangalitu lino mmeiso kurabira mbireme milioni mkura etalie mnemu ni mbagambe kimukora cha amani muno kandi ni mbasima kuranti mwino mulimo gwa amano kumteka kuranti hanga letu lino lya genda meiso ndi kitu kino cha toro cha genda meiso nkabulikiro amabara mbanitakiza Robert Hakiki sima kan makuru mengi aganya kubeiro kandi Fort TV nesango murubuga runo orwa Fort Poto orugeri urambuzi uruga urambuzi ruongo twina mwihanga lenu area Uganda kantugama anti ikaro semerirwe obole no makuru agataligamu na gamu hanu ha Fort TV kiro cha hati bintu binge binyakubeiro ngonza kubanza kutora mugisa gono kutabarucha abona abanyakubera mukaruru kiro chejo ni bagamba ekimkozerege enko muntu ekimukora abantu ababulikyo gana mukakora enswamu inywe yokwande sokutwara kicheka cyanyu meiso kintu cha amana muno Karogo ngo mulimo gwawe nko muntu wabulikyo bito mulimo gwatu kugarukiraho akoma konka bito ine kutungoka tero tamburu amani kwantu atanga kaguliriza no kusaba bembezi bawe kurora anti bakore kisemere kubachikorwa tagereri antekereza ngo bumazira koma nyowe mazira kukoro gwange nangwa wabo mazi kutera akaruru kawe hate no junanzo bokaguzo mubemezi wawe kintuki ekiwankoliro bunakweriza akaruru ogo mulimo gwawo mukomi ayakulia heru kandi ntwamu yokora kiro cha hati nkeyo mukomi niyo kuletera amezi niyo kuletera orugude yenyegese birungi so otwaga tugenda koma ningama ntuwebale beito obujunanzibwa kandi ogumuzemu kubano manya nti ntwamu enaja kukora kiro cha hati ndikenda naja kukora kiro cha nyencha niyo nho mwana wa kuja kusomera nuruguda kuja kurabamu buliki muchone cyo gukora ni kugama ntikiruga hanswa mu yawe yokora wala twa mukoma uko kuheza siringi 10 nyencha to inamana kuja kutonga wala twa mukoma uko bareba gulira waragiya siringi 15 ya siringi 5 ya 3 it's up to you but all in all nekimanya nti akaruru wako mani gawe niyo irakali yawe nukwe constitution ihange ne kutugama ngo power belongs to the people nkwene chikoroti kuroranti weno gumzamu no mulimo ogu bulijo kuranti ihanga lyawo waliombeka kandi utasoboire kuba no litunda mungere emu nundiki endi etuchene kukora no ine kimanya ntiwe karuru ngumani gawe kandi okubaliza kiro cheja karuka soko ankaterwa mu district enu ya Kabarole abengi basingire abengi kabasingire but all in all we say congratulations to those ones who have gone through na sazo na betumukubaliza abusoro hatale center bachaliyo ni barangira ndikibachikalire tachikalire ni bachabara akaruru na hati beitu provision results kuijaho nturora Mr. Agaba Abdallah wa Rwengadu sub county asokwa narangirirwa akaruru akasokwa na akasinga kandi mu karuru akabera na abantu basatu namba ikero munyamakuru Oweit Hanu Dan Mugabo Abdallah na Mr. Bagonza John abengi bamanyika saseko nturora Mr. Bagonza John saseko gwasokwa nafuna obururu 10 kuga mugombora yona Dan Mugabo yafuna ubururu kaga na mwenda omusajja mukuru Abdallah yafuna obururu obukwata mu 10 n'obundi we want to congratulate you tugenda mugombora ya Kichwamba Mr. Magezi Jack Kichuli oguti mugendira kurungi abenshi Kichuli ntumumanyi beti Kichuli no yabere akaba abantu abakizire kuba ni kigambe bwa akaba abantu abakize kuba ni bargoye kuba nibanika ebirungi nebibi Honorable Richard Rwabinge zina kore kichoka kinu ekyakabarole beitu abakichwamba tubetumire mwana nawe basoko mu mugamba at work it's high time you go and rest kandi obururu asoko bamusingisa obururu 10 no na mwenda basoko basingisa musaiza mukuru wa Magezi Jack Kichuli na hati akaruka chalioka bankachabarwa nturo tugana mu gombora ya Kasenda Town Council Mr. Wilbert mugendira kurungi na sokuba Karuru nkamutwara na cyenzozo results ezo kubantu zibamanyisa muhanda hakao bachali mkubara Karuru na hati mu district estalizim na zimu but provision results nizezo mu district ya Bunyangabo nturo musajja mukuru Kirioke asobe kwa nasinga Karuru abengi bamanyinka Mr. Kabagambe nasokwa nasinga Karuru wa Kibito Town Council habwa meya ndiki ogwa manyiro nka L3 mu Busoro sub county ndiki Busoro Town Council omusajja mukuru Gisa abengi bamanyiko worusania as we talk is still leading the race kando una incumbent into incumbent ebintu kumgendera kurungi Mr. Mugisa leo kumgendera kurungi na Mr. Ronald. We shall give you more of the news that will be coming in from the Tale Center Banyamakuru beitu balia Tale Center bakwa buli kimchoni kusoboka kwa ntu bakumanyisa amakuru ago agaliyo ngagenda meiso mtirano makuru aganyakuru General Mhozi Sachs Katungi from PLU after US arms trafficking incident ntura hano amakuru agaroho agani nturora wakwembera kile kitebe ndike kisinde echa PLU echa Patriotic League of Uganda agire kuba nabinga omuhabantu ndikabeke bali mu kitebeki anya kumanyiro nka Mr. Katungi habwe abukwetwaza mungere etalinungi mu kitebeki kandi yasokwa nacho ebiragiro ebye kitebe basime kuba nibahondera Mr. Katungi ntirora amakuru aganya kurongola kanti akasokwa naitwaza kubi akasokwa naitwaza mungere etahikira kantu ala General Mhozi Kainerugaba yasokwa na mbinga ntura Mhozi Kainerugaba has removed has removed Katungi from his leadership role in the Patriotic League of Uganda following a US incident linking him to $58 million arms deal with a Mexican drug cartel, highlighting the political and legal fallout of PLU's controversial members. Tunazungumzwa kuwa nalia kasenta kuingura milioni 5.8 eza dola n'obu nakoragana na abasajja bataliwamu nabamu kugambuliri hanga eli ya Mexico kwa ntindo batambuza emibazi ndike bitokoza bwonge butakwikeziwa kuba nibigenda ahead kutaha muhanga lenu eli ya Uganda. Katungi asokwa na abingibwa kana ihiwa mukitebe kino echa the Patriotic League of Uganda kwani kuheza makuru agakiraho bitu ebisazuni yobiro kugamulira kitebe echa PLU na mbere nturo musajja mukuru Katungi asokwa na abingibwa bosi we asokwa na mukono mukibinde abakwetwaza kubi mukitebe eki echa Patriotic League of Uganda. Where does it leave the party? I don't know, but remember PLU kitebe kirima abasajja bamana ba Frank Gashumba Kabanda abasajja nkaba Kiwanda na abandi beitu. That is the news coming in from the party. Amakuru agali nturora hano goodbye rule of law. A headline unacceptable says Baryo Munsi nturora Baryo Munsi hano algeyo yakwanagamba Uganda's leading independent is facing a fresh wave of attack from government officials after publishing a series of hitting headlines seen as a critical of the ruling party, raising renewed concerns over press freedom in East African nation. The backlash escalated Wednesday when Daily Monitor splashed the front page with the words "Goodbye rule of law until we meet again," reporting a controversial new law that critics say grants the military sweeping powers over civilian. Ntura no papura orwa Daily Monitor makuru gakwijao amanti abakwa bamu abantu abanyakuri mu government yenu bagamba papura runo rutu papura rungi hayima kugeva kahandika emitwe etali nungi ekyakizire kuba ne sisa ibara ya government kandi bakarugira kyo cya kisatu na mbezi na headline gamba goodbye to the rule of law kandi eke kintu kasokwa nkibihiza abantu bengi. Ntura hano omusejja mukuru Chris bariyo munsi nagamba papura runo rwa Daily Monitor gaba kuhandika tibiri birunge kandi bisokwa nibireta akatabanguko mwihanga leno Uganda kino gumuzamu kuba tabaniza abanyaganda kwamba soma empapura zinu eza papura runo Daily Monitor mwihanga leno Uganda. It is not the very first time to roll anti government yen nergoye kuba nejunana ebitongole bya makuru bitalibimu na bimu na mbali radios empapura za makuru na television zitalizimu mwihanga nizijunane bwangu nizikandika makuru agatali marunka na cyakize kuba nigatabaniza abanya Uganda ndikinga tabaniza government projects. But we are seeing Daily Monitor yasobera kuba nebiruga yebi makuru aganturana Lukwago warns of xenophobia in Kampala as refugees hit 160. The population of registered refugees in the city is about 160. Ntura omulodi wekibuga kile cha Kampala Elias Lukwago rwekuba na itere nduru na gamba banhere ibintu bita. Information from Kampala capital city authority indicates that there is rise in the number. There is pressure on infrastructure in the city as the population of registered refugees in the city rises to 160 amid limited or lack of budget to provide the required social services. Nturora Lord Mayor wekibuga kinu echa Kampala omulodi Elias Lukwago algwe kuba na itere nduna gamba nti enamba ya abantu bali tingoza muno ko setgamba ensuhuki namba ya ensuhuki mukibuga kinu echa Kampala sokwa na yongaza hati kya mitwaro 10 na mukaga kan kinu kibateka butendebeke ngo rubuga runu orwa Kampala bokuba tubene sente ezikumara kwantu batekaniriza abantu banu ko kubombekera amaju no kubatekana basome kumbeikara. The Kampala Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago has warned of a brewing xenophobia towards the refugees in the city, citing their significant influx despite a lack of sustainable support plan. Nagama kino kintu kisokwa kiteka orubuga runo orwa Kampala habutendebeka bukuba nke kibuga mu budget yabo akasende kanti kalumu ndiki tibatete batabasokwa nibatekaniriza ensuhuki zinu kanaga kinu kizo kuba batabaniza kibuga. Hano kuba nikotike bigambo byagambe na gamba I'm fearing we are sitting on a time bomb. There is an implosion in waiting. If no serious interventions are made, we are likely to witness xenophobia like it happened in South Africa and Nigeria. Lukwago said all the facilities are concentrated at the office of the Prime Minister. It's not installed here at Kampala capital authority. They didn't make provision for urban refugees. Ebindi bigambo bya Elias Lukwago ngonza kuchanti hanga lino ya Uganda mukichwa kino cha Africa tulemu amahanga agachakizireyo kuba nigahereza abantu abukuga mahanga gandi obwikazi. Tugakano mukichwa cha Toro tugenda rwa Mwanza turatine ensuhuki nyingi muno esikuga mahanga kalgamna gamu kuga Kongo Rwanda obtugenda chaka tu refugee settlement okwa no ribara lyonka ndigamba hiki ekinyakuliyo obtugaruka mbicheke bya Hwema wakagenda Kyangwali ensuhuke nazo nyingi ogena mu district ya Kiryandongo karora ensuhuke ejuke kuba ensuhuke tichikumanyisa anti oine kwa mpaka kwa noruga muhange lya Heru tugenda mu district ya Kiryandongo mbicheke cha Panyadoli refugee settlement ram abasoko ambaruga mu district za Bududa ndamcheke bindi nubasoko bantu batwarwa bitati enduru nyinge omlodi akwetera ni bano abantu kuga mahanga ga Heru. But sometimes it also hurts when these refugees are getting privileged than Ugandans. Uganda refugee camps stalizim lazim mwangalio ya gano sanganti these refugees imbasoma kurungi ne bafuna byokula bya bulukwezi abamu bafuna omusara bita abanyaganda abanyakwehereza ebichweke ebi abanyakuliheine ebichweke ebi nambali ensuki no sanga hebo nti emigisa nkente bagifuna kandi kitabanizamu kandi ensuki zinu basoko ambasagikwa abantu batalibamu nabamu ndikine bitongole bitalibamu nabimu nti bagumzamu kuba nebekurakuraniza ndikibasoko banebekara kurungi. Uganda as a country we accommodate more than 1 million refugees from different places and countries within. But we should have a strategic plans for these people whenever we are going to accommodate them. Tulente Uganda bano ababulikiro n'abasoko bano bagoboramu miringo etaliye munemu kitasoko bani kibatabaniza agonugamba kuba kule mu kichwa kiri echa Kampala obo mu road areas Lukwago aliyo na etere nduru ngu ensuhuki isoko anze yongera mu kibuga eki echa Kampala kandi nagama nti batusoko amba bategekera huo nkorubuga kandi jakusoko kubanki batabaniza muno. Nturahanu FDC pins hopes on Lalam to recapture Dokolo woman MP seat. Obtulion to genda Mukaruru Nturam district egg Dokolo. On Wednesday, the FDC leadership in Kampala unveiled Miss Lalam as its sole candidate to uproot UPC's Aguti. The Forum for Democratic Change Party on Wednesday, August, unveiled Miss Anne Grace Lalam Atini as its official flag bearer in the race for the Dokolo woman parliamentary seat in the coming elections. Nturora aro district yezemu nambere FDC kabina mana bitu. Abwe miaka nka 10 nyuma tuze bageze kubandi bacheka bitanturoze basoko mbebembeza mchara mkuru Lalam kurantinua ave nkasolu candidate wabo mu district ege ya mchweke cha Dokolo East kwa hayo ono wa UPC wa Beralimire mu office ndikimbe abantu kimamwoteka mu bwesigwa bulikiro ekitebeke cha FDC ejuke kikachokwa nikechwamu akabakaba najana nkumbi function and the Katonga function, but Katonga function ekasokwa negenda mesu kwa netanka kitebe chabo echa People's Front for Freedom, that is PFF, kandi FDC bakasokwa nibaleta kandi tuwabo anyakumanyo kananda la mafabi aja kwa nabakwatira ebendera yabo otulo tutekaniza karuru kanu akaliyo nikaija kumaka 2025 kuma ba president na ba area members of parliament mtukurora anti mkule mchweke cha Dokolo East basobera ku bantu bagwe kwa bebembeza omukazi mukuru wonu ntinwa kutoka na bakwatera ebendera yabo mukaruru aku akaliyo nikaija kandi basokwa nibetekaniza. Why did Miss Lalam cross FDC oja kono gafuna makuru agakiraha bwaki Lalam yasokwa na igeta mlikino na igeta kine kitebe cha NRM na kwa kitebe kiri cha kaba alume bikirabi oja kono funa program zete za banze yongerao meso betushino kumanya nti abekitebe kino cha FDC basokwa gwe kwa mbebembeza omukazi mukuru wonu Lalam. Nturano Butembo Health Center 4 faces severe space crisis. Atugena makuru gana agabiyumezi nturora irwaro linu Butembo Health Center 4 is facing shortage of wards with male and female patients being forced to share wards. Inside the dimly lit male ward, the safety of patients competes with the thermic footsteps of nurses moving between the beds. Try erwaro lino area Butembo lilio nebe tomboita anti emyanya ibene mwirwaro mutekuba mara kandi no sanga anti abasaija na abakazi neba hambiriziwa kurara mu bisika bimu marwaro kandi kino ektasemeri kubachukura mulingo guno irwaro lino area Butembo lya Rulengo rwa Health Center 4 beto turale ntirirwaro yokubanza kubandire tomboita na marwaro agandi gona muhanga lino eganda amake galukurungi bitu na gandi tiga kekera standard kwa no iro aronkeria Health Center 4 like Butembo Health Center 4 na sazo bache itombo itahabwe emyanya mutakumara kandi na abantu nibabagane bicweka ibyo kurara mu ndikizinu woja abakazi na abasija kandi tanko kisemeriye kubanikiba kandi boleka hanu nguno ebitabo bibayine mu irwaro eri kanirirwa lyonka ka district yone ya Butembo eri etunulire nti ndisoko bandiyamba abantu ndibahereza kurana hati nti bachalo nibetomboita nti ebintu biri birungi eki nkimanyisaka haliyo mu Uganda nyakuliyo kwa heru ndikya government yenu Uganda ejuke nti abahekeragiro ekikulemensi yone kigamba nti sent ake ebcheke kwingora hali 10 ha budget ihanga biseme bigende mu Ministry of Health egindagane isokwa nekorwa amahanga gona aganyakuli mu United Nations ndike amahanga gona ga member ga amahanga na getereni ka United Nations betu turani mihanga ya Uganda ekintu kikasoyo kubana kikirizibwa na hati kurora anti the health budget is taken as a priority ndiki omuntu kubana akitwara nkichamani kugamba anti sente nyingi zigena muri bino ebintu biwomeze hano mu gahanga ya Uganda kikasobere kubana kikora ndikika haliyoru orulengo kandi rwalini ya Butembo rusobwe kwa mbetere nduru katulinde turole if the government will respond to that or not. Ngano makuru agandi Bobo and Bodeguard's bail application ruling set for 22nd of August. Nturora kote sokwa netekaho ebekweza abinabinu wasokwa nahuliza omusango ogwo musejja mukuru ono Ed Mutwe oya sokwa na kwatwa wiwe nyuma nkigambe wantu bakamkwata ukosokwa nebesimu nokutawaniza abanyamakuru abatalivamu nabambe itukurgano abaloyabe bembiro dozo musisi batabaliyo ni basaba government Uganda prisons in court sokwa nemulekera bail asokwa natongana na rugira heru bentura hati court sokwa netekeye kwezi abrinabiri ebyokwezi kunu okwa munana niwasokwa mbahuliriza bail application oba kankisoboka omusaijo kutongana na rugira aheru kana omusaijo ono okumaywanka Ed Mutwe no akabali bodyguard wa musaijo mukuru Bobo Eni kanya mugumaga harubaju obwire bwona na muyamba mu byokwerinda bye nturora hanu nibagamba the bodyguards are facing charges of aggravated robbery and malicious damage to property. Masaka High Court has set August 22nd to deliver a ruling on bail application of 4 incarcerated civilian bodyguards of National Unity Platform GNUP Party President Kyagulanyi aka Bobby when the quartet including Achileo Kivumbi, Gaddafi Mugumya, Grace Wakabi Smart and Edward Sebufu alias Ed Mutwe are facing charges. Court presided over by Masaka High Court Judge Fatuma Naziri on Thursday adjourned the matter after procession led by Masaka residents. Director of Public Prosecution Brian Kalinaki told court that the state wanted time to verify the securities the defense lawyers had presented to court for the accused persons. Nturahanu mtonganizi wa government agwekwa na gambira court ene ya Masaka anti babahemo obwire basoko ambetegeza abantu bana abalesero kubane bemera abasija banu kuba ba securities basija banu ba Ed Mutwe Achileo Kivumbi na abandi no lawyer aho asikirege kwa na gamba nti no ona kwembera court ege ya Masaka High Court yagamba nti mpaka yokweza 22 okwezi kuno kwa mnana no basoko kwamba hura omsa mbaso kwamba hura kuja kwamba kulenswa mu kwanti abasija banu nibabemera ruondeki anangwa tricks Ugandans used to beat state surveillance anagwa makuru ganu galimo nja kwano getegereza agakirao tugia muhanga liri area Congo mtura Congolese mining company reject US allegations following sanctions mtura bitongala bine bilioni bisokwa na biheiga gold ne gude byo mwitake bitalibinda byo muhanga liri area Congo bisokwa ndugakwa ne byesambega orugambo rugambe wanti hanga lino area America sokwa bateka imihingo italiamnem. Congo is one of the richest countries one of the countries with that is rich in minerals ngoza mkwata kurungi hanga gama amahanga gatwire mu Africa kere kubangagira obyo guda ebyo mwitaka beto nikisaliza muno no sanga anti amahanga ago ndikihanga lyo ya Congo lyo mahanga gakirai obunaku munsi yona luguda line byobta luguda line ebintu bingi muno ebyo mwitaka beitu abantu abukika mwihanga eri lina abanako habukuba mbaguma umuntu alestahwere buli keire kandi bagamba nti ebyo bya America sokwa nebaza atigali mazima bene bigendera byabo ebitali birungi. Nturano Archbishop Kazimba condemns appointment of lesbian Welsh church leader. Nturano amakuru agakwijaho ono akwebembera nyikiriza enu ya Protestant mwihanga linu ilegana ndike ya Kristayo. Archbishop wa Uganda Kazimba Mugalu asokugukwa na jumira abukomebwa omuhamuli websiyaga kwa naibembera ekanisa mwihanga liri area Wales. African Anglican leaders have repeatedly condemned actions seen to undermine godly values in European and American churches. Church of Uganda Archbishop Stephen Kazimba Mugalu has sharply criticized the appointment of Cherry Van, the newly elected Archbishop of Wales, who openly identifies as a lesbian. Speaking on August 7 at St. Paul's, Namirembe, during a service to pray for the late Rhoda Kalema, Archbishop said, we were all shocked by the appointment of Archbishop Cherry Van, who is a lesbian. Such decision in the church make many people, including us, wonder what really happened to the word and true values of God. Evigambo ya Archbishop Kazimba Mugalu na jumira kukomebwa kwa omuntu yakumanyiwe kavani mwihanga liri area Wales kwa ntina ibembera edini yaikana agamba nti omuntu ono bamumanya nko muli websiyaga kandi tikisemeri kwa ntina mbara kwa nakomebwa kana sokuba na kijumira huwe nkawe kana ikaguza hawaki ekanisa zinu mwihanga area zinu kwa mukule mu Bungereza no mu America tubachabaramu obwaruhanga kantu kona. Among us no show at World Speakers Meeting stirs debate. Ntura kubura kwa speaker wa parliament de Anita Anet Among mu meeting ya speakers bona munsi yona kisokwa kisigekti abantu bengi ibumbakano speaker of parliament Among. And it is not necessary for the Speaker of Parliament Anita Among to attend every conference that raises. It's beyond my comprehension why the former Speaker still believes that physical attendance is the only way to participate in international conference in this digital age. Chris Obori, Parliament's Director of Public and Corporate Affairs in Kwasokwa Nagamba. Enyuma ho tukarora speaker, former Speaker kandi al MP we our MP ogwa ya kumanyirwe Kadaga agabekwa na jumira na agamba nti speaker wa parliament ono ya Uganda kugamba mteka emihingo ekalemnemu tachagena musorokano ezwastekanizibwa ezensi yona nturati arosorokano nasokwa na nalimwa kujamu orwa ba speaker bona abensi yona kandi eki akasokwa na chikosa muno mulikano akeire bet Chris Obori ogwa kubaliza parliament ihanga lino ya Uganda marugere kuba nagamba ntiyeki tikikire ngo ubulikie kuona bino kwa Ntamongi na abaye kuli huwe muliye nese tulimu bya Kalimagezi. Obori made the comments days after Ms. Amongi's predecessor and East African Affairs Minister Rebecca Kadaga claimed that Among was not invited to the event due to travel sanctions she faces from UK and US. Kadaga, who is competing with Among for the position of the second national vice chairperson, female at the National Resistance Movement Central Executive Committee, SEC, told potential voters in impeached district recently. Ntura Anita Among aisimbira na Kadaga kandi bona bagoza kwa bibembera abakazi halengo ndika kitebe kiri echa SEC mukitebe kicha NRM beitu kampeni zabo sokwanzi jamu ebintu bingi turora Kadaga kagamba nti Amongo ntasokwa na agena munsi zindi kuranti na chikiri hanga lino Uganda bukwa kasokwa mutekaho emihingo etaliye munemu otugena makuru agandi. President 7 has hailed the late Joseph Tamale Murundi for amplifying the message of national resistance movement in the media. Mr. Murundi was a prominent political analyst and author who granted himself as the presidential press secretary. He died on the 13th of August 2024. The president made the remarks in a special message delivered by the special presidential assistant on press and mobilization. Also, the deputy spokesperson Haji Farouk Kirunda during the memorial mass of the late Mirundi at Javira Catholic Church Bunamwaya. Ntura President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni asokugwa na haisaniza omugenzi Tamale Mirundi kukuba habanta bakize kwa mabalize kitebe kinu mu makuru kano kwa na handika ibitali na bimwe kwataho kitebe kinu cha NRM bino bikasokwa ne bigambebwa omuhandiki wa president wihanga lino Eleganda Kirunda wakabaliomba mbejuka omwakagumu kuruga umusija mkuru Tamale Mirundi akugwa na humura emiromo yensenu kankinu wakakikora ebikwezi kuna busatu obaliomba juka omugenzi Tamale Mirundi. Around 3 ministers have lost their petition in the ongoing scrutiny of the NRM party elections for the parliamentary seats, according to the latest from the NRM Elections Tribunal chaired by John Asimwe. The minister involved Joyce Moruka Anduchu, Minister of State for Primary Education, Victoria Rusoke Usinge of State Minister for Local Government, and Frederick Ngobi Ngume, Minister of State for Cooperatives. Ntura kusikira aliono msija mukuru akumayiwa nka John Msibe na gamba minister wasatu msange basokwa nibanyegera obu nibahakaniza kukomebwa kwa abantu abandi hantebe ezo wa MP muyanga lino egana basokwa msange no sokwa ne basinga kandi halebon hali na honorable Victoria Usinge Soke akabanyegerire Pamela Anet Kirungi habugama nti akaruru akayatungire ndiki akasoka na jambio kwa Simba ata akasowe kuba naruka mirimo enu eya government betunturora John Musime na gamba bana ba minister basatu emsanga sokwa ne basinga kandi na petition zaba sokwa ambazo dismissinga kandi halibo alimna state minister wa primary education ogwanya kumanyiro nkakanduchu nawe akasokwa na nyegera beitu tunawe turomsanka sokuba nugu musinga kandi bagamba hadiko sokwa bateka mbakaniza obusinguzi wabandi bakateno bwa keiso kumara. The East African Community Military Defense Intelligence leaders have been urged to strengthen collaboration and embrace innovation to effectively respond to a rapidly evolving and complex security environment threatening regional and global stability. Ntura abali tebe kile chukutianiza amaye kugwa mkichwa kino echa East Africa basobere kuba ni basabiwa anti basokwa bateka mu amani mengi muno mu Bwambega bakisokwa nkiyambaho ekichwa kino cha East Africa nensi yora kwa ntwagoma mbusinge obu kumara ni kusima abukusango cyo cyabera cyala 4 TV kurga utandikire ku hati takwani ngaruka ina topic of discussion cyo kwantera mu tochi ensonga stalizum nazum esukutawaniza abakazi ikweta gender based violence kwatawa mbintu bino ebya polipo mcheka chiti kino echa toro gumaho hano ha 4 TV no jakono funa ebikirao. I wish you a very good morning. Tangani na topic of discussion.
Fort TV, stay entertained.
Ibara lyange ni Ronald Chomhendo mpako yanga moti buli kiro tugenda kutekereza abantu abarukombe kihanga lyaitu tukira kwirukira mu bantu abaina business zamani tukira kwirukira mu bantu abaina abakozire ebintu ebyamani muno biturukurora abombekere ibyombeko nyamugundu abaina business zamani abantu abakozire politics bagenda ba servinga mu offices ezitalizimu hanyuma tugenda twebwa ekitugenda tukebwa twebwa ngo abantu abarukora kombeka ihanga lyaitu buli kiro nuwo muntu oworukweto wa hansi nuwo muntu wa buli kiro nuwo muntu warukole emirimo eya buli kiro ya butose kanko ekyo kurora iwora ekagwize kakuba omuntu ogwara kwimuka buli kiro akasingorora rugudo kakuba tarusingorra kuja kwa wiki ntuba twemerire tuti kakuba musaija wekirole arukwija akatabara kasasiro akarabanga nam kakuba atagitabara akamara wiki ntuba twemerire tuti nyoni ntekereza okuntu kukombeka ihanga kakuba umwana wa mobile money atazinuka akajiyaho abantu bona ba mobile money bakanga gukora ntuba tulibagenyi bo hati nyowe nitekereza kandi ito tutekereza ngo kuntu kukombeka ihanga okukiri hati program wenu tugikozere ku honoringa kwijuka abantu nkabo kubatamwe kitinisi kandi no kubasima kura stories zabo kuba abantu abo bekaranka bakoraki niba tugambaki emirimo yabo nibagisanga bata ebintu nkebene tukwenda kwata mu program episode yetu yo kubanza itwire Kabundaire market. Kabundaire market tuwasanga yo mkyara kwatangabo omukyara ibari no Ndagano Jocelyn. Ndagano Jocelyn na story mujagihura kandi mugigonzi mubale
Mkatale ka Kabundaire nintunde nkaito eza abana bisomero neza abasaija no flat bw'abana mukatale munu nakamara mu emyaka 10 ndi mukazi mufumbo nyine abana nyine na museza wange nibamweta Ategeka Said Abdu akora hasoko ku twino ruzaro rw'abana baitu babiri twine Mwesigwa Akram na Kabahuma Amal. Abana abo ni basoma omwali Buhinga Primary School MP3 ondi ali Kabahuma Amal Altoro Parents Education Center ali baby class. So tukatandika mpora na msaiza wange twina maka tuombekere futu tangwa ngo tukwikaruko ngizire kubagambira ho mulimo gwange abo kuba nanyo mulimo gwange guno nhondi kuraba kombeka ihanga omulimo guno tugwanguhire kiryaho go kugumisiriza ningira no mutoroli twena nko kutwizira mukatale midara nyingi baitu bintu byo kugumisiriza
Kaiki kasambe kadoni yen akasente katunge mu bwingi mu Chinese yen baparanga pesa dola kankole poke sponsor buli kimuni chenda sente akakaita karungi kankachwale tukole tutobe kanywani duga mukelele teile wikile zikole tuzirie zinaza nindora Ibani zera kasetewe Ikwenda kwewora Ani azange nindina mabanda we Izinaza nindora Ibani zera kasetewe Ikwenda kwewora Ani azange nindina mabanda we I know that I'm one man army Ninja kurwana till I get more money Mero ruhara still got more money Talented then I know I'm destined yeah. Ningo mamuka naba besties yeah. Do we know my haters justice? Yeah, I pray to Jah to give me more life till I get my shine on. Shine bright like a full moon. Yeah, in a boutique me a pull up. Zinaza nindora, zibani zera kasetewe. Ikwenda kwewora, ani azange nindina mabanda we. Zinaza nindora, zibani zera kasetewe. Ikwenda kwewora, ani azange nindina mabanda we. No vex for me. Say I never call you since, but I hope that you are well. I hope your market sell. Every day I dey pray for you. Make you Baba, God bless you. I never forget you. I gon' forget you. See my shoulder, make you rest upon me. You know I got you. Now me be your friend indeed. Money don't show.
Amabara gange ni Nyoka Tunhira Harriet. Emyaka 28 y'obukuru. Ninkora bukwal opposite na New Fort View. Nhal business yange, business ni yeno yeduka. Lakambagambiraho ebintu kukora hamwe mu gwange. Bino ebintu ebintu kwana nkora bakoraki bimuchihangali yange. Business yenu nkagitandika umwaka gwa 2022. Beitu ntatandikira hano henyini. Nyine struggles narabe mkwana ikana mbere mpikire. Katandikira hamobe mana heru aho nambe mkurora. Natandika no capital taito ninyi ya mpora. Nakumalira nakumanisoroza akasente mpora no mkurora hati nambere mpikire kwa business yenu nambere hikira hano. Omulimo gunu ni ngugonza muno. Abo okuba gunyambire kwekora kwa neza no kora kwa nizi hangali yange. Baitu omulimo gunu gwine birungi nebibi byagwo. Baitu mbere nyanda nkoleki mbanze mbasobore humbaga undiki mbagambiraho habirungi bikunkoli. Omulimo gunu cyo kubanza gunyambira kundinda. Tinkwegomba nyonko omuntu. Nisobora kwerisa kikwenda. Nisobora kwebaisa mulingo kuona. Nisasura renti. Nisevinga. Nyina no mwana hisoma school fees na ninkisasura. Abazaire bange ekibetagire. Nisobora kukoraki nacho kubaitiafu. Nguzira amataka. Hati ni planinga no kukoraki no kuombeka. Ekintu kirunge birunge bimfuni mulimo ogu ebingusimera. Baitu omulimo gunu dogu nkolire birungi binyi koko nani basobororaho. Baitu guina ne challenges zago nka omulimo. Hati menda basoboreo na challenges zimfunia ngo. Ekintu cyo kubanza kutanga nito nkaba kupangisa ba landlord ekizibu twine ya rent no za growth etembe. Batebya rent heyibuli almost after 6 months no rangu gira makasente. Kata kuongera mu mtwaro kumwebiri na ngera musente zaragati ya mtwaro 5 genda maiso. So eki challenge nayo ngota alita abantu bakweyija kurura twakora kurandiza. Challenge ya kabiri. Ekisibo kinyina nyo hanu business yange amabanza. Obundi nakubenda hano okusinga hano nambere ndibetohero twine challenge yo kwekopa abantu neiza noburanko kwara mwesara muntu neza kimu nakunga nagamba bozo nyamba mpakinu na kinu sente niziza no muhane ebintu kwise mtwali 12 no sanga business inteito itomuntu muhera akasento muhera amagoba na capital biona no muhe bintu no mukopa na agenda kurungi betukura ya kusasura nyine kitabu cya mabanza kijwire sente esta milioni 3 gona mabanza. Muntu noza kumubanza na gamba gumisiriza abane nakunyagira kimo mutunulire na kuna bano meiso no mani emyezi nukuwa gumu nebi neho no maka nukuwa nuka no koraki no mweganyera. So ekina challenge ya manu muno. Twine challenge ye misoro. Emisoro government na yetulukubi bozito abantu abahansi. Abo kuba no boli yaho noza kura license. License uko maragisa.
My name is Helen Evans, and today I'm going to teach you about how to make reusable sanitary pads. Well, in this period, we are under lockdown and it is quite difficult for most of us to access shops or where we can find the sanitary pads that we use daily. But since it's difficult, so let's find a way of making these reusable pads. We need a scissor, we need batons, a cardboard, 2 pieces of cloth, maybe the ones that you don't use. Then you need a ruler, a marker or a pen, and a thread and needle. Step number 1, assemble all the tools that you're going to use. Step number 2, trace on your cardboard, cut the shape, place it aside, get another cardboard and place the oval shape. Get your piece of cloth, the other part, the one piece of cloth, get the other piece of cloth and make the shape of the oval one. They should be 2. Each piece should contain 2. Then so the 2 pieces, they should be attached together, but then leave the endings open. For the oval shape, inside you're going to place a polythene, then end by sewing the endings of the oval shape, the last part that you didn't sew, then place it inside of the other piece of cloth that you had made. So the endings. Then the wings should have a button so that it doesn't shake, you don't get difficulties in trying to place it all the time. So you're done. Well, I recommend for you to use 100% cotton. It's healthy for your private part, and especially during that period of menstruations, it's really good. I prefer cotton when using this reusable sanitary pad, and it should be thick. Make sure that the layers are thick. You can, if it's not thick, you can keep adding layers till you get the thick layer that would really be suitable for you. This reusable sanitary pad, after using it, you wash it. You wash it, meaning that it is durable. It can take you for a longer time. You don't need money. It's cheap, it's affordable. You can use your old clothes, and yeah, it's hygienic as long as you keep washing it. Then you're sure, because you don't, other maybe sanitary pads, you don't know what they are put inside, the chemicals, but you're sure you have used your own materials. So it's really healthy for you.
Ibara lyange ni Ronald Kyomuhendo, empako yange Amoti. Buli kiro tugenda kutekerezaho abantu abarukombeka ihanga lyaitu. Tukira kwirukirira mu bantu abaina business z'amaani, tukira kwirukirira mu bantu abaina abakozire ebintu eby'amaani muno biturukurora, abombekere ebyombeko nyamugundu, abaina business z'amaani, abantu abakozire politics bagenda ba servinga mu offices ezitalizimu, hanyuma tugenda twebwa. Tugenda tukebwa, twebwa ngo abantu abarukora kwombeka ihanga lyaitu buli kiro nuwo muntu oworukweto wa hansi, nuwo muntu wa buli kiro, nuwo muntu warukora emirimo eya buli kiro ya butose. Kanko ekyo kurorraho iwe orayekagwize kakuba omuntu ogwo warukwimuka buli kiro akasingorra oruguudo, kakuba atarusingorra kuja kwaho wiki ntuba twemerire tuti. Kakuba musaija wekirole arukwija akatabara kasasiro akarabanga namu, kakuba atagitabara akamara wiki ntuba twemerire tuti. Nyoni ntekereza okuntu kukombeka ihanga. Kakuba omwana wa mobile money atazinduka akajiyaho, abantu bona ba mobile money bakanga kukora ntuba tuli bagenyi bo. Hati nyowe ntekereza kandi ito tutekereza ngo okuntu kukombeka ihanga okukiri. Hati program wenu tugikozere ku honoringa kwijuka abantu nkabo, kubatamwe ekitinisi kandi no kubasima, kuhura stories zabo, kuba abantu abo bekaranka bakoraki nibatugambaki emirimo yabo nibagisanga bati ebintu nkebe n'tukwenda kwata mu program. Episode yetu yokubanza itwire Kabundaire Market. Kabundaire Market twasanga yo mukyara kwatangabo omukyara ibali no Ndagano Jocelyn. Ndagano Jocelyn na story mujagihura kandi mugigonzi mubale.
ekyo mwe betuyimbira tubayimbira ebizimba ate nga tukolerera gwanga Uganda bali babalamu mutusomeko mubirirangwa
amabara gange nyine wendagano zozire ninkorera mu katale ka Kabundaire nintunda enkaito ez'abaana b'isomero n'ez'abasaija n'obufulaati bw'abaana mu katale munu nakamaramu emyaka 10. Ndi mukazi mufumbo nyine abaana nyine na musajja wange nibamweta Ategeka Said Abdu akorera hasoko oku twine uruzaaro rw'abaana baitu babiri twine Mwesigwa Akram na Kabahuma Amal. Abaana abo nibasoma omwe ali Buhinga Primary School ali P3 undi ali Kabahuma Amal ali Toro Parents Education Center ali baby class. So tukatandika mpora na musajja wange twina maka tuombekere futu butangwa no tukwikaruko ngizire kubagambiraho mulimo gwange abokuba nanyo mulimo gwange guno no ndikuraba kuombeka ihanga omulimo guno tugwanguhire kiryaho gwo kugumisiriza ningira no mutoroli twena nko kutwijira mukatale midara nyingi baitu bintu byo kugumisiriza
kole na amani ganyi kuona kabina kandi ikale no manya ngo okora kuyawo
ora writing mbamato ore mbamato kokoliko komwimuke mambe sasiri dodoli dodo bukire nakasana kakire Jambuli wateke orubimbi obwire bugenzere Sigensi golinda makesa nakachira kagwire Leka kwikara kulere ngaro Ura Sabaruhanga kuyambe naga wotaireho Mbamato Kose saka kataita koinaho Omuranga ngutiri tafali ntaireho Mbamato Iwe tara ya toro, oh yeah. Don't haro the future ya toro. Oli kieleresi, osemeriro bemwele mbezi. Oli kieleresi, osemeriro bemwele mbezi. Kole bya fayo na balicha bali kusomaho. Bali kimanya bwa toro karwane ndaro. Bali kumanya kemanzi ya toroka kwa nengabo Ekihali kyawe mubamani kiriba mbitabo Ura Mbamato Muwe Mbamato Iwe tara ya toro Oh yeah Don't haro the future ya toro Oli kieleresi Osemeriro bemwele mbezi Oli kieleresi Osemeriro bemwele mbezi Twana kukorensi yawe mirungi bali kwichuka Bali kuhero waka iso mwana womuka Bona bali babaroho bali kwesimisa Ibara lyawe mubamani riri bambitabu Jambuli wateke orubimbi obwire bugenzere Sigensi golinda makesa nakachira kagwire Ura Mbamato Muwe Mbamato Iwe tara ya toro Oh yeah Don't haro the future ya toro Jambuli wateke orubimbi obwire bugenzere Sigensi golinda makesa nakachira kagwire Leka kwikara kulere ngaro Ura Sabaruhanga kuyambe naga wotaireho Mbamato Kose saka kataita koinaho Omuranga ngutiri tafali ntaireho Mbamato Iwe tara ya toro Oh yeah Don't haro the future ya toro bafaayo n'abaliita bali kusomawo balikimanya bwatoloka lwanendalo balikumanya kemanzi yatoloka kwanengabo ekyali kyawe mu bamaani kiri bambikabo hura mpamato muube mpamato kukorensi yawe birungi bali kwicuka bali kuhera obwakaiso omwana w'omuka
Africa is full of stories of culture, creativity, and connection. Now, Afromobile brings these authentic African stories to your screen wherever you are. From your phone to your TV, to your desktop or laptop, to your tablet, with the all-new Afromobile, enjoy these stories uninterrupted, streaming anytime, anywhere, and on any smart device. Locally locked in with live events, TV, radio, movies, exclusives, and on-demand shows and more. Afromobile is your getaway to the Pearl and the whole of Africa. Search and download Afromobile from your app store today and immerse yourself in the stories shaping us today. Afromobile, authentic African stories.
bagenzi harohe kitweka ekinkumanya kikahumba ruhanga ubuyemera hansozi olengeresi amore.
We'll be back from that break into sawa kutuganya bukerwa mkatito, but finally we are here. Mkumkimai kichaka tano. We also have a team from Rwenzori Forum for Peace and Justice having to gimanyika RFPJ balmuruga runu orwa patpoto kandi banu baba za insonga istalizum nazum kandi kintu gwanza tubazeo gender based violence baza kuba tuyamba tuhindura during it is gender based violence during election time. As usual, twin Genzwange from Mr. Francis Matthias Murungi from RFPJ na been by another board member za kwa tuyanjura tusoko tumwetegeza amabara nkabulikiro mbaita Kiza Robert Akiki. Go to our YouTube channel, Facebook or account, go online and you also listen to Fort Radio tusoko no turora nyichakalenu. Those ones on Zukandazamu that technical problem kile nkiwerekera, then we shall be back to kwa tugakao amabara ambaye Kiza Robert Akiki ogumeo hondelentekanaza zino tuliontwe chemsule nsonga stalizim nazimo tulikana akere kakarunta kusisa wera kampeza Mr. Francis Matthias Omugisa asoko bana turamchaho nyachakalena.
Webala Akiki omtekanaza program. My name is Matthias Morongi. Hiro na hura nonyeti barabi. So nisima abantu bona batekeraho ebyoma byanyu bya Kalimagezi kutolireza no kwanura naitwe nti kironge muno kandi nsonga nkuru tuzera no kubazaho gender based violence during the elections time. Webale muno
ti muno Akiki weyanzure
ngara yange ninyo mchara byarhanga roda kimikisa bako yanga Kiki. RFPJ board ninyo treasurer nimbasima abahuliriza abanyakutu abarukutuliriza nyakuturira heroko nimbasaba entande itubabuhire mugihulirize esobole kutukonyera omukasumukano akebyobururu.
I want to start with you, Matthias. Why this topic at this time, gender-based violence? For our viewers, they will be putting there the topic soon. Why this topic?
Webala kiki Robert woku kupaka akagisa kanu kuija kubazana abantu ekwatagarine na gender-based violence during the elections time. Maybe ntakanzurire discussion ya kirokino mutagwa discussion kambanze mbazeho RFPJ briefly 1 or 2 minutes. Rwenzori Forum for Peace and Justice around RFPJ kitongole ekitali kyokora sente it's a non-profit making organization kandi nikisangwa mu rubuga rwa Fortpoto kandi omuramwa gwacyo rundi omusingi gwacyo nguli kuombeka obusinge mu bantu. So nicho tuizire na topic rundi omuto go kubazaho kirokino gamba gender-based violence during elections time. Itwena ntumanya mu bwire bwokoma rundi mu bwire bwokucenchura abebembezi netunga akanyamulyangaine akatali akemiringo nyingi. Kandi tusangire obwiro bukiro bwingi ba mama abesike bagenzi baitu ba sisters baitu rundi abakazi batalibanizibwa muno mu bwire bwa karoro. So nicho tweja kugamba kirokino nakatubazeho gender-based violence during elections and tubazeho biki turozire na biki tusemerire gukora nebiragiro nibigamba bita nukwe maybe omuntu okwahero watayine watabineho bukugu muno rundi wakwenda kuhaburwaho tumuhabule kirokino rundi tukwatanirize hamu kibazaho tunge solution rundi omuhando gurasobora kutuiha urukorwa ebyebitali birungi.
Okay. Oti munakiki laka ngende mwakiki omukaze Roda asoko no tusorora kuwa guno mtenda nkwata muno amaka kandi tumanya banye neitwe ninywe msingi amaka tankiraho gender-based violence kintuki kandi ngereke so abantu basoko bambakirwana sambintu kinkenyo ka RFPJ emusoko no mutangatangana nikirisache kusikira risache imkozere bizuke mutangatangaine mu makoko ebya abantu kutangatangana amulkana akeya kakarura.
Webala kiki abaka omugisa guno guhairwe gender-based violence okubanza is a national concern. Kintu ekirukwata ihanga lyona hanyuma yokumanya ngo abakazi bakizira kutalibana muno nibarorwa nk'abantu abatayinamani na habweki abasaija bakira kutekinga advantage abakazi baterwa abakazi babonabonesebwa nikyo mu constitution yaitu ihanga lya Uganda article 33 particularly section ya mukaga nebazaho gender-based violence nerengaho kuprotectinga abakazi not only abakazi by the way these days na abasaija nabo bakatandika kutalibanizibwa kutaha mukanyamulyaine wakutunga omukazi wali very vocal nawo haloho obundi abasaija abamu nabo obwarukutwarwa kubi okunyamulyaine bukaba affecting. So mu government yetu ihanga lya Uganda mu constitution article ya 63 ne protecting abantu omumaka kutahikwaho obunyamulyaine bakabona bonesebwa bakaterwa bakatwarwa kubi such that ngo abantu bona nibasemera kuhabwe kitindisa kyabo muntu ahabwe kitindisa ekimusemerire ngo muntu akora hango bya natuhanga akatuhanga yatwe kitindisa kyaitu no mulingo gutusemerire kobereramu omusingi kandi atiko yabirina mwenda iyo nebazahi quality okuingana ngo abantu bona ekiru kugondezebwa abasaija nikyo kisemeye kugondezebwa n'abakazi kandi ngwitwena ntusemerera kuingana if it is a job ogwagule mulimo itwena tuine qualifications ezo mulimo ogu omukazi atarorwa ngo omukazi mutasemi kuguhabwa kuguhabwa musaija nabweki omukasumi nkakano politics hariho abantu obo batekereza ngo abakazi hariho ebyikare bitabasemerire rundi hariho batasemiri kutahamu. For example nosanga omuntu nagamba omukazi nawe agenda hata mu campaign kandi kuno emirimo ye eryomuka no mukicumbiro rundi omukazi tasemiri kwesimba hantebe y'obwa meya egi abasaija no izuka kurungi akiki hariho ebyikare bya directly elected MPs or councillors hariho ubuhesimba omukazi bagamba handinyo abakazi ntebe yanyu kwa mugini hadiye mwagita omota
alwa idusha akantu otoroze Honorable Margaret Mhanga Mugisa last time na isimba Borasha. I think she was the first time we have
not Borasha but
it was Borasha the other time when
for the first time
for the first time we are seeing Kagwera Mukaruru abantu kabatabaniza muno twaranga ija mu North Division a few new actually no gamba there are some positions bamanyire kimuzenu zabasaija
kandi kuno ebikaro ebinyakuli directly elected persons nibisemera ku akalitango kabyo kabe onobwaraba mukazi nobwaraba musaija kasupasinga na kitwara ohireho ngo entebe eye specifically for abakazi eginayo ekaijaho abo kuba abakazi hakubanza bakaba banyigirizibwe muno. So as a way of emancipation haba affirmative action ogamba leka tubanze tutehe bikaro tubigazetinge specifically nuko basobole kukompitinga hagati yabo bonka na bonka batayine abarukubanyigiriza kubatanga competing so mukasumi nkakano gender based violence ekera kubaho agwo kuba nosanga nomuka umnyoro nomukyara tebarukwikaraniza ha candidate umnyoro nagonza candidate X omukyara naganyo nango gutinduka umukoma ni nkoma wayi eki kyonka nikireta okutabuka kandi obundi nobundi abaseja nibakozesa obusobozi bwabo nagambo bwarabo tarukukoma wange ngambire omukayange torumu rundi nebabatera nebabadenayinga ebintu ebyetaga ebindi omumaka bwaraba no yo kagamba nokoma candidate wange ntarugonza hatigenda no wakugurira ekisura hatigenda no warakohe ebyetago byabana so hati nikyo twiziro mukikaro kino kwegesa abantu aheruoko ngu akasumi nkakano tusemerire kurwana sali omuseje nko yagambire yezinire mukazi nake ngo obululu tebutwawula tuleke kwa kukanizibwa obululu tukayeka kurwana tukayeka kutabuka amaka gakaseseka abana bobusiki bakabona bonesewa abakazi bakabona bonesewa kyonka akaruru kebiro bikemuno by March February in fact by February next year obururu mubabili history bwa kanu akasumi so twegendereze kusanga twasesa amakagaitu obuzale bwetu bwahwaho kandi kuno obururu bwakasumi kake mtora turufumo ngu kasumi kake nkumali mkwe kabana alienya wawe netoka gakija wawa mwogonzo toki
kasumi kake nkumali
ngara hakasumi kake mbogumezira kuli aftaroto lisoro kikoto so no bururu nawe nko wili ebiro bike buja kohoireho abasaija abakazi abojo abaisiki itwena ntusemera kulinda ekitinisa buli omwe alinde ekitinisa kya mugenziwe akaruru tukarabe muno businge despite the diversity of choice of ideas buli muntu ahe mugenziwe ekitinisa ko kisemeriro mukasumikano akakaru. That's why RFPJs come up ngo mukasumi nkakano abakazi cyari ko kubarorwa nkabantu abaceke abayinyu abakutekereza ngo mwina amani muleke kuturugunya aba bumukunihera ngo baceke nabo bayina akaruru akanya kwina amani agarukingana na agakawo akiki akaruru wako kumanya kamahani akomukoto na komutaito nubwingana amani
kubona karuru
karuru kamukama so chikuru muno okulinda ekitinisa kya buliomo abukuba karuru nikaija kuhwaho mu bwangu kandi ntusigara nituikarana.
Okay, Munakik, I want to ask Mr. Mathias a simple question. Being a male, don't you think you're causing an imbalance somewhere? Because I've attended most of the workshops as Kutekaniza. Sanga, you've brought in females in the Abakazi Keramuno. Don't you think somehow the males are being affected? Muliono muzimbia muno muto abakazi abasaija mwagamba kabarubatire
Akiki, I want to first thank the UN Women. Yeah, it is supporting us to implement a project titled Accelerating Women's Contribution to Pre-2025-2026 Electoral Conflict Prevention in the Rwenzori region. You have attended some of our meetings. Reason why in most of our engagements tutunga abakazi benjukira abasajja is okerozire in our meetings under the UN Women Support. Kandi project yegyo is specifically to address issues affecting women. That's why in most of our meetings you have attended wasangira abakazi benjukira abasajja. But again, there is a research made. Tichikozirwe kiti just to impress people. It's for a noble cause. Halo a reason why abakazi bekene batendinga meetings zaitu kukira abasajja. Maybe I should tell you why. And n'abantu abandi abakutuliriza. Nkokiro kintu kubazaho gender based violence. Abakazi mu bwire bw'okukoma bakizire kuba more affected kukira abasajja. Some of the reasons are very clear to us, and we have a list of reasons why abakazi bakizire ku affectingwa. One is, let me call it sexism in elections. Turozire abakazi baingi besimbire rundi participating in elections, chonka nituleta issues connected to sex. Omukazi ajoirata, omukazi makeup agikozerata, omukazi ntuhondereza kukaguza, is she married or not? And when it comes to men, we don't go into those questions. Why? Maybe I should come back to you. Why? So the reasons why we are here to discuss about gender-based violence is actually connected to your question. Why are we engaging women than men? Why is RFPJ working closely with women than men? Abakazi babiri more affected. Omukazi obakwesimba n'omusajja, you go deep into understanding why is that the woman contesting? Is she not married? Omusajja takumusupportinga, omusajja muka takumugura kisora, omusajja takumugura ngoye. But you cannot ask omukazi ayesimbe n'omusajja, omusajja huwe taina mukazi we mukaru kumulinda, omusajja huwe taina mirimo yendi yakukora habakezere mu politics. But omukazi, you need to understand why. But remember, the constitution is very clear, very, very clear. Akiki was telling us that Article 33, particularly Section 6, omusajja n'omukazi, they are all equal. Before God, before the law, they are all equal. What a woman deserves, what a man deserves is what a woman deserves. Omukazi baraba nasobora kwesimba, then omusajja nasobora. Omusajja baraba nasobora, then omukazi nasobora. But tusangire, because of our different understanding, interpretation of laws, myth, tusangire nti abakazi banyigirizibwa. We go into understanding certain things, asking unnecessary questions. Wabanolete example cha Honorable Margaret Muhanga. Inonto mubazaho habokuba ahire good example mu region yaitu. Talinuwa wenka hatayizire na Honorable Kamuli Kutesa. Besimbira hantebe ezesimbwa wabasayija. Atali entebe is gazetted for women.
Like
they are trying to show us
to be the mayors of the city.
Exactly. They are trying to show us that they also have the mandate. The law allows them to do so. Ekitabire kiri common. Again, okagwize habwaki tukizire kuengaginga muno abakazi kukira abasajja. Abakazi bakizire kutunga muno physical violence, assaults mbwire bwa elections. And as RFPJ, we are not interested in seeing that. We need to let them know, we need to let men know ngo abakazi they are also equal with men. What a woman can do, a man can do. What a man can do, a woman can do. Hati nibongera home can even do better. No kwa kiki.
In fact, let me add to that.
Please.
By training and profession in the
Yes.
They've just retired from civil service.
Civil service, yeah.
By tuningoza mgambire on rating. Tubaire mu administration ya masomero. Masomero g'abakazi ga performing much
That's wonderful.
than agakwirembera w'abasaiji. In both kukira muno in financial management. Nibakora kurungi. So abakazi abayingi where they have come in true nemirime y'abantu baniheraga ngo yabasaiji. They do it, and these days even better.
Akifi webale muno ekitobere tutakimanyire, but every day we are getting new information about how women are performing better. So we actually appreciate the president. Obukwanorora mu ihanga lyaitu abakazi ba taking the leadership in many big positions. The deputy president, the vice president mukazi,
the prime minister,
mukazi,
and the first deputy prime minister mukazi Kadaga, speaker
mukazi. So we are really appreciating, and that is a sign yokolekangu now our country is moving forward. So again muno mu region yaitu mu Fort Portal mu Renzo region turozire abakazi ni batalibanizipo muno mbire wa elections. Abasaija ni batanga abakazi kugenda mu campaigns. Abasaija ni batanga abakazi kwesimba. Rondi omukazi obakwemera kubaza harale ni bagamba no you wait. Deka abasaija babanje babaze. Some of them are done indirectly, but ebine babikora directly. So that's why we are here to talk about those issues is kutugare nyuma, those issues is talibanize nkorakorana kandi zireteriza abakazi kwetantara kwetaba mu elections to exercise their right. First of all, we should know kakuba abakazi, if they don't participate freely and mu elections, then we shall not come up with good leaders. One, they are the majority in this country. That's what I think you should know. According to the report, ya census 2024, abakazi mu Uganda bayingi kukira abasaija. That means they should take leadership. That means they should participate in elections to select leaders. If they all keep quiet, then abasaija ntujakoma bebembezi, most probably abatali barongi muno rondi abata representing abakazi bakaya issues zabo. If women are not fully represented, if their issues are not put to light, then kimanyisa abantu abakiro bwingi issues zabo tezikuja kuba addressed, then nikimanyisa este kuja genda maiso. But again, twin other issues like myth, culture,
if I'm asking,
history,
ngoza kujua muhakiki.
Yes, please.
Ensonga ezobalizeo nyingi Matthias. Akiki as nkomukazi, thank God kile kinu you've come. Why do you think that women you looked at as weak people in the community, you are not allowed to participate in mirime nyingi kama Matthias agibazao? Is it because of the culture itwine? Because the in Africa twine ingere ebintu bitu bibamu, ladies are not supposed to participate in this, but in the Western culture it's the vice versa. Do you think it is one of the things affecting you here in Africa?
True. Culture yaitu nkabaira good African culture. Omukazi bakaba, that's how the definition of gender comes in. Gender is defined by the roles as associated to every type of sex. Atito mu African culture bamanyira haliho emirimo y'abakazi kandi haliho n'emirimo y'abasaija. Ikyo kurora hano torito twakoraga baganga omukazi utatemba umuti habo kuba emiti emirimo ekwaterere no kutemba no kwakuba kutemba hanze kusakara y'abasaija. But tindukunihera ngo haruhe ensonga yone kusokuba omukazi ngo kwatembera hanze okakora
akasakara.
These days twina na basically baruga mutekiniko kichwamba where nibatemba hamaji basakara and nothing has happened. So these are the myths, but myths associated to culture. Omukazi omukazi omulimogwe nukokororera enju ya akagisingora akasimura akagihoma akachumba akarorera abana be akarinda yiva kujja kwa musavinga akojya akakorake. these are just misses kutanga ihanga lyaitu kugenda mu maiso nikyo ndukusiimira government ya NRM obu yakorozere ngu culture ezirukusana ziti nizigenda kwikazi ihanga mune nyuma so haija mu affirmative action abakazi bano babanza babayiheyo up to a certain point mbere abakazi baramba haka kumanyirirwa kimu bakasanga competition yaba very fair hati aho ihanga lijagenda kurundi mu maiso but culture zaitu abantu bayingi but you are deep rooted in culture they still think omukazi tasemerire kubaza mu public omukazi waranabaza mu public abazempora muno omukazi tasemerire kuba mwebembezi lwebembere utabasaija. I want to tell you something very funny that happened one time. Tukagenda kuswera butaleja twagenzera kuswera butaleja twasera spokesperson butaleja oko twamusasura sente ziyatusabiri amazire kuzitwara nati atorabera mu kokubera hondera na yagamba weva kunwa waitu omwebembezi wabaswezi can also be a woman which yes which eventually abantu twagenzera bagamba so if that is the case akiki niyo kugenda ku kebembera baswezi kuri nukotika bati hata hano tohoro muntu kugororolese rumwirembo yebembira baswezi ne basobora gama we obuswezi tubwabeho runde kugamba ngo abakazi bahimbe sanduko yo mutundu bagenda kuzika but I saw it one time nyo kikabaho owitu bunyanga bwo hakaba haru hakavuyo bagenzi bomufu abayisiki they carried the coffin bagitwara and up to now takaruga yoga muitaka ngobra so culture nyingi ziretira abakazi violence baba targeted hakuba abatoro nakara kona batekerezaga ngo museje kugotatera mukazi wa Dr. Kumugonzi so kutera omukazi bakitwara ko very normal na nyobera gugwato muigo ngatera yiwo museja as a sign of love. How do you take it? Do you really nokitwara in good faith with a sign of love? That's why RFPJ has come up. That's why the Constitution of Uganda has came up to protect the women ababaire ne babona bonesebwa so that nabo benjoyinge obugabe bwabo benjoyinge obwomezi bwabo okera kwikara banyigirizibwa na nihira kino ne bakintanga hano ne bantera hano ne baki hati kirungi niwonza kusima abakazi abayizire mbwebembezi amananu gali very many of the women obo bayizire mbwebembezi bad mystifyinga abantu batekerezaga ngo abakazi tabarukusobora already hati tutikena reason why we should say ngo mukazi ateja mbwebembezi hako abanyakubairamo bakozire kurungi ningoza kubasima kandi nsabe abakazi abarukwija mbwebembezi bushaka nabo bakole kurungi muno so that mu myaka yo mu maisoko it becomes only a history mu Uganda kara abakazi tabayibemberaga kitongera kikaba in fact na affirmative action at a certain point they say well to get them rest to competing
because you have the capacity to do so. You have the capacity to do so
when we are no longer marginalized to competing ohireho ngubero beno obururu nawe abantu bagenzere babusisa muno babutamuno kingure ina mseni if it was still on personal merit let us stand toleka abantu etukozire kandi ebutulirede kubakora abantu batukome.
You know akiki ni ndole it's not an issue abakuwa sawa zino abakazi baine sente
they have money
some
not some
still na yendo webembezi but financially alukuli
akiki na abasaija abandi nabo financially balukuli.
If I'm pose this question I don't know
but we shall come to that point where we shall compete favorably and equally.
Let me ask Matthias this question. Yes, then we go back. We go to Hantandem to Letire. Don't you think under the UN Women Support Ekubazaho and RFPJ, somewhere you have attributed to moral decay in our culture? Because it's like you fighting our culture and you want to promote women, but you are even against our culture.
Maybe I should first ask you about that culture. I should first ask you about that culture. But according to our culture here,
the African culture.
The African culture, a woman should be treated well. Right? Am I right? A woman should be treated well and with respect. According to your question is under the UN Women Project that is accelerating women's contribution to pre-2025-26 electoral conflict prevention. Now, that word prevention, so it makes a lot of meaning here. It is out of research. It's not just from, we are not gambling, but it is informed. Research was made and confirmed that abakazi mu bwire bwa elections ne batalebanizibwa muno kera abasaija. And to address those issues, you need them on board. Let them come and share what is affecting them, what is happening. And in other of our engagements, tutunga duty bearers, to have those issues presented to them. We have been meeting with the different duty bearers at district level, regional levels, and by presenting their issues. And actually, we are just very happy and we really appreciate the project has now yielding the results. We have tutongere different pronouncements, tutongere different tutongere leaders who have made commitments to support women, including the regional police commander, the DPCs, the Independent Electoral Commission, different security agencies. No, we did not know that this was happening. And now from today onwards, it's going to change. Abakazi bakaba abandi batakwikirizibwa abasajja babo ne babatangira kimu, you cannot go into to attend a rally. That's very unfair. Remember, a woman should participate in elections. Remember, they are the majority. Remember, if their issues are not addressed, then that means we are leaving them behind. So I really confirm that the project is doing the very right thing. I really confirm. And again, you are talking about culture. We have been having different cultural leaders on board. We have met different prime ministers from different cultural institutions. Actually, they are really in support. They are very much impressed with the project. And they pledge the support and they are supporting. And every time and again, they actually are calling us. How best can you come and support people now at the village level? How best can you work with us in our cultural institutions to ensure that the women are also on board? So the culture is well maintained, only that we are looking at small issues as tukaba tunagirize and as tukaba paying attention to. And now things are moving on very well.
Okay. I just wanted to add something very small to what Matthias has just presented. Cultures is outdated just because people are not informed. So abantu abaire nebatwara abakazi kubi, and they think they are culturally right just because they are not informed. But these interventions are coming in to inform those who were not informed, so that these outdated cultures, cultural practices, zihueho, abantu bomero bomezi obasemikone.
Maybe again to add on, actually our cultural leaders, ebintu ebindi yite kutwara ngo bya culture bakabireka. They even don't know them. So it's people in the village, and some, not people in the village, but people outside there who still think that women cannot be leaders. But we are having leaders under our cultural institutions.
Like Toro,
many leaders.
Deputy Prime
Minister. The Prime Minister is a woman here. So then what is that? That's culture. The culture is a woman should also be a leader.
Thank you. Akiki, what are the forms, should I call them forms, types of violence do women really face during an election time? As Matthias has quite. If we are to go into the particulars and how they affect women.
Okay, mlingo gwa abantu violence ngoko bagihikireho ngoko abantu babaire, for example, the physical violence and assault. Haroho abakazi obatiru baterwa bayibabo abandi bate abana bo bwisiki baterwa bazaire babo ise nakamba bwacho genzere muralo umwana wo bwisiki. So that physical assault, the physical violence is very common, especially mu bikaro ebiri rural and semi urban. Hakiriho mutawuni, hakiriho abantu bagenzere ne betegereza baitwoko abakazi ne batangwa kugenda umurayire dorgujayi obwarukwambiriza akagendayo ne bamutera ne bakusana bityo. Omurundi ogwa kabiri is what Masias had already talked about, the sexism. Abakazi kubarora nka habwaki huwo numukazi wayesimbire baitu wasuwirwe kubarondereza muno asuwirwe kinwe kikaro cyo kuba woman MP kakibe ngisemera kuba cyo mukazi owasuwirwe asuwirwe mu mulingo guno na guno only naso kuba asuwirwe ga by the fact tagaisirwe tasobora ko representing to the extent ngo violence yikira abakazi yito hano witu honka toru hano. There is a politician I'm not going to talk about uwa kana extent kya abasigazi hano kumugamba ngo hatiwa handike mukono ito tukwate hona na mbere turukwenda kwa ha mamkwata ho barkwenda kumutigita ne bamutigita bakwenda and that to me is violence. Habo kuba no gotaro kigonza cyoka karuru mabo kono isengereza karuru abantu mbakutasha no mukintu
etasemeri.
To the extent sometimes nibakweringa even the way you are dressed. Eraga katetei gutu tukumkoma na jwaro tetei bugufu rundi yonde bagamba agumkaikuru ne karajwere berehire byonka. So abandi nibagamba tukomo wajwere akujwale bugufu abandi bagada ati tukomo wakujwale bya mothers union kwikara hito we want somebody. So sometimes you fail to understand exactly abantu nibyataga, but all that umuntu aino kugonza kwe aina nambera rukumanya ngo na appearing smart nyoka kubongama ngo wora nenda tukomeka gojoire suka zonka abundi suka tenizo kugonza so that is also another way of violence. People are being attacked the way they appear, the hairstyle doribo isokebwe nkebyo. Then the culture, for example, waitu mcharo kumkazi akesimba kwa bachiwa personnel C1 but people were saying hati wabalitere nduru ekiro waketaga chia personnel C1 iwo liguru kabaro hendo guru kabaro mkitabu guru kuhondera nduru na mbere rugamba. So the culture, they think omukazi haroho bwatakusemera kwirukira haroho bwatakusemera kuruga mwiba wokuba hati it's time for home kwikara nororere bya haka byonka. So our culture is also one way posing violence to women in this politics. But the verbal abuses, the reason zo nyingi muno and intimidation boja abakazi ne tujumwa ebijumo. Recently tukabaza somewhere and we were looking at ebintu ebimwe barukubazaho omuntu no kimanya kiki ngo omuntu na kubazaho nasobora omukazi warkwesimu nibone babazaho na nyina nibataho na nyine enku nibataho na nyine enkuru wowe nyakabiri nibakutaho nekyabireke abo bariyaga nabantu abo kandi koko babaire nibatubazaho ebirungi that would be okay. So kandi bari negative byonka
the negative part
byonka nuko barore ngutuwarabamu and in most cases no haroho omuntu onkabanimbaza nawe yangamba ati nyoka kuba ngonza kubazaho kubi okagu ati nindukubaziriraho ndibukwataraho ati kandi busaho no atasobora kukikiriza ngo ikintu kubaza
mazema.
But why target me mubwire
bwakaruwa
campaign many times abakazi omukazi nabali mufwakati nawe neja politics. That is the day they will say ngira neighbor no yamuisiri
very true. Actually abandi bagamba tukwebemberwa mfwakati
tukwebemberwa mfwakati azifu wakapplyinga kufoka mfwakati obwara bali singo mukazi ayeyombekire chonka nagenda mwebembeza ito tukwenda kwebemberwa bamalaya abo kuba by fact taswiri woguke malaya. So the verbal abuses zikira kututalibaniza muno nyonso kuba ntarabayina hise nkuru nyowe nyakabiri Burundi nyine nkuru nyowe baitu oburu kwija mukaruru nibaija kugamba Swenkuru yaseraga kyonka naru kigamba na Swenkuru warugamba ni talimanyire. So in most cases the verbal abuses is intimidation. People even intimidate you to the extent ngotandika nokutina kurubata halo obwiro bwo kutina karanga wanga abantu atarugoba kankora kudi. They intimidate you so much. Finally and lastly, what is most common is the domestic triggered one. You go out, you are abused. You go out, you are criticized. Nemakorora hati ukaona hakamuka. Naho nichukua affectinga. Sometimes even your children. Hati abana warukura ya batama munu. Ukaona hakamuka no tahera in the same situation. No mommy. It has become too much. Can you withdraw? Urundu mseja naga abyantama I don't kamuka no tahera in the same situation. No mommy. It has become too much. Abamune baheka to inayobsi no genda hachachi naho nasanga sometimes naho society oku naho businge tubuliyo. So eventually you find you have been denied space osobora kwakitingira okoleka obwebembezi ngu no sobora, and sometimes it even happens on social media. Cyber cyber harassment. Abantu batandika no kusindikira no message ogaranga wange na yaganya morale na ibintu batatu nibizana hasimo. So that cyber harassment is very common. You remember one of our former members of parliament here. Abantu bakamukriticizinga habwaki yakwasisiza omwana wobwojo manya wasn't she old enough to have a relationship, but people don't understand what one goes through. Ugon wana manya the type of harassment. I believe every woman on this earth loves beloved. But omuntu kweka that extent agamba kangende mu government kanyerwanire kanyetere nduru nkiba kikira hara no bwomezi bwawo no hura tokyina na bwomezi hasimo. Every time you open your phone the messages kusana ziti no hura kyakwihamu no mkitinisa kyawe onu nandora nkagasiya nkomuntu atayine kitinisa. So as we go into politics, that's why we are here. We want the dignity of each and everybody to be protected. Omuntu no waraba nago agwenye kitinisa. No waraba nahe kakaruru akahekene kitinisa.
Thank you very
much. But we remain the same people.
Aleka nyongereza haki.
Encho kwetaka choni mata swingereza
dentro. Akiki yabazaho cyber violence. Hati haizire amagezi ya mashiyaka. Artificial intelligence. AI. Nibakwata omutogo wa kiki nibaguteka honyowe. Nibakwata ogwange nibaguteka hiwe. Hati nibalete ebisane babigaita. Nibagamba omubayine abayirali na nanka. GBV hati ehikira haliege level. Ntucreating ebisane ntubisindikira omunyoro no bisindikira no bisangamuka obayirali na nanka muri no mukuzina. Here is the video. So a lot of things are going on. But as RFPJ, as the government, we think turakorahamu ebyo bintu bija kuwa. Then
ngoza obo ondoro wibtulukubi ora mudakika nk'ibiri oragide ningaruke mu hakiki na warake.
Okay, mukuraga nimbanza kusima Fort TV habo kuta space yenu space yenu tugisasulire baitu nitusima muno kugamba you have joined hands na RFPJ na government na electoral bodies kurora ntwagenda mu karuru kabakobusinge kandi kabakobusinguzi. Ntubasima muno, you are really part of the community and we thank you for the community work. But again we also thank other partners RFPJ abekora nabo. Ntusima the Independent Electoral Commission tuba reportingire many times on electoral issues and they have really supported us. We also thank the UN Women. They are really working with us closely in the Rwenzori region, and for them, they are really actually doing work from the ground level. I'm working with women at different levels. Kororanti elections are very peaceful. So we again promise that as RFPJ, we shall keep engaging with the communities, using different avenues. Kororantu agena mukaruru tuli very peaceful. Then ntusaba abantu itwena tuyetabe mukaruru ngo kutusemerire kandi tube peaceful kandi tumanye ti a woman has a right to participate in elections and we don't have any reasons to stop them or even to harass them.
Thank you very much, Martha. Akiki?
Babala Akiki, nyone ngonza kusima abahuliriza abanyakuturorerire kandi mbasabe buli kiro nka kinu kya katano esaha zino 3 always tune in habokuba ntejaga kubaroho similar program kandi mbasime mwebale akuba hati voter education na civic education ukagenda nibikeya organizations zabaga accredited to do it, many of them have not been accredited. So abantu bengine batahamkaruru batabanyene nekiwagenda kora, but Fort TV nimbasima mukutuha a platform like this one. At least we do some bit of sensitization and civic education. Omuntu nageraho some light. Ngonza kusima RFPJ for the work being done in this region. Surely ngu tutsobora kwikara tutaina abantu abarukutwegesa barukutugambira tukatunga bururu bobsingi. Many times this area is very volatile. Abantu nibarwana muno ndiro ebya karuru. So nitwetaga kwikara ntugambirangana naho ndukozomukisa gunu kubasaba abantu bari aheru oko akasumi kwa bururu kabe kasumi ko busingi. Nintabaruke bona baraviremu as flag bearers bagondeza akasumi ya karungi ako campaigninga when we are going in for the general election. And nabo bona barukwetegeka kuija abandi, some of them are not coming through parties. Kamba gondeze akaruru akarungi chonke chikuru. We must respect one another. Mukaruru kanu nuko tutunge obururu obusingi.
Thank you very much, team from RFPJ habwa Fort TV nasigarandikiza Robert Akiki. Free Talk is coming in. Stay tuned to Fort TV for other programs. A very good morning.